Greetings from Christ the King Rectory.
How are you guys doing?
Hi there. So we do have some exciting news to share with you, and that is to say that we are in the process of learning how to reopen our church. It's actually a very complicated process and program, but it is complicated because we want to do all that we can to keep people both safe and healthy. And so we are coming up with a leadership team. The leadership team will be headed by Aaron Ross and Bob Burke. They will be working very closely with Father Matt and myself to make sure that we are going to be able to open our church in a very responsible manner. In addition to the leadership team, we also have team captains. We've divided the responsibilities up in three categories. One is the greeters, the second is the cleanup team, and the third is the setup team. And so Francesca Zapata is the chairperson or the captain rather, of the greeters. She's going to be working with volunteers to make sure that when people are coming into our church, that they know where the hand sanitizer is and other social distancing requirements. Lisa Mulcrone has very generously agreed to serve as the captain of our cleanup team. So every time the church is used, it will undergo extensive cleaning so that the next time that the next group comes in to worship, the facility will be safe. And then we have the setup committee, which is being chaired by Ryan Moody. I'm very grateful to Ryan, to Lisa, and Francesca for their wonderful work, and of course for Aaron and Bob. This would not be possible without their dedication. They are in need of volunteers. The archdiocesan requirement is that all volunteers be under the age of 65 and that they do not have any underlying health issues. And so that is very, very important. And so we're going to continue to roll this out. We will be attending webinars throughout the next week to make sure, again, that we're doing everything properly. It is worth noting that this has been a very, very difficult time for everyone, but in a special way for those who had planned to have weddings, those who have lost a loved one, those who had planned to have baptisms and that. So starting on May 23rd, we will be allowed to offer baptisms, funerals, and weddings. However, the number of participants will have to be limited to 10 people. Hopefully, if all goes well, starting on May 30th, our church will be open for private prayer and devotion. We'll start to offer Eucharistic adoration. Father Matt and I really struggled with our responsibility to close down the church. We know it was the right decision. We know it had to be done, but that doesn't mean it wasn't very painful, and it doesn't mean it wasn't very painful for people who just so desperately want to come into church. And for their great faith, I'm very, very thankful. Father Matt?
Yes, we're very grateful to you guys for enduring this lack of sacraments, this time away from the church. And hopefully we see this opening as an opportunity to come back to church for a little bit, for your personal prayer time, just to have that little consolation of being back in church as the window starts to open. Know that God has always been with us, and He will continue to be with us in this period, this weird feeling out phase.
So we have been celebrating Mass. We as you know, we live stream our Mass daily, Sunday through Saturday. That's been difficult for me. The Mass it's designed 100% to be celebrated in the context of a community, and so your presence has been sorely, sorely missed. The Mass is certainly very clearly not the same without parishioners, without participants, and so that's been very difficult for everyone. We know that we stopped everything here in very short order. It was the public Mass was suspended for a week, and then a week after that, the church was entirely closed. And so we are going to have to figure out what's the best way to get things back to normal. We know that won't happen as quickly as it shut down, but we do know that it will happen. Also want everyone to know that Dr. Anne Marie Reardon and I myself have been taking the ribbons to the 8th grade graduates. This is a difficult time for them. This past Friday would have been their ribbon ceremony. we're committed to giving our 8th graders the graduation that they need, no matter when that graduation might take place. Unlike our poor high school students and college students, we know that our 8th grade graduates will still be here and will still be local in the fall. So hopefully we'll have their graduation in the summer. If not, we'll have it in the fall. And if we can't have it in the fall, we'll have it in the winter. But we are going to have something, and we're going to make it spectacular.
Thank you all for your patience. Know of our continued prayers, love, and support for all of you.
Brother Mike?
Praying for you.
Thank you. God bless. And we will continue to provide information as it comes to us, especially after we attend these training seminars. We'll have a much better understanding of the way that we're going to be able to move forward. And we will be able to do that starting tomorrow.
God bless, guys.
God bless.
Bye now.